Oh my goodness. Okay, good morning. Hi. I tried heatless curls last night. What? Horrific. Oh my god. I bought those stupid little overnight blowout rods and I put them in and I was so excited. I showered last night, like showered and washed my hair before bed, which is something I never do. Blow dried my hair, perfectly dry, whatever. And I put the little overnight blowout rods in and I was so excited. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have the best blowout of my life. This is so exciting. Did too, because I don't have like a lot of hair. They looked fun, whatever. I went and laid in bed and I literally felt like my scalp was being ripped off of my brain. I have a really, really sensitive scalp. Like if someone else brushes my hair, like when I get my hair done, I usually have tears in my eyes because just like, I don't know, I have all these like fine little hairs and they're kind of useless. And I literally sat there, I was like, Dan, I have to take these out immediately. Like they're ripping out of my head. So I thought I would try the sock version because I've seen all the girlies doing both. So I did the same method with the socks. Every time I moved in bed, it was like someone was yanking my hair out because the sock just like hangs and falls. I feel like I lost so much hair, like I went bald from having these in. I don't even want to talk to you about this. No. Okay. Honestly, looks pretty great as far as like just waking up like this, but please, if anyone has any tips on how to make it not painful. Oh, I feel like I didn't sleep because my head was just throbbing all night. I had the little silk bonnet and everything that I put over it, and that, just thinking about it, makes my head hurt. But there's something going on back here. They're a little bit, you know, it's a work in progress for sure. And then this part is just like straight. Got a big line here. Oh yeah, no, what a mess. You know what? I like heat. I clipped it back and hopefully that's hiding the giant line that's around my head now. Anyway, I'm up at the crack of dawn again this morning because I've got my Serbian lesson. Dan's off to tennis. Say goodbye, dear. Adios. And the last time I did my Serbian lesson without a coffee, oh no, my brain wasn't working. I need caffeine in me. Give me more than just words, more than I deserve. 똑같은 실수 이제 지겨워 너무 지겨워. Bravo, dopo richo. Oh yeah, I don't know that one. Okay, lesson is done. Oh, guys, it's so dark. It literally feels like 8 p.m. in here right now. But instead of being sad about it, we're continuing our fabulous feeling and we are turning on all the small lights in the house. That's going to be the only way forward to keep the good vibes going as the winter gets darker and darker and more sad. But I have to tell you guys, actually, as we go around and open all the windows and turn all the lights on in the house, I actually posted that fabulous video where I was chatting about the little monthly challenge that we did. And I proceeded to have such an emo week. It was so crazy this whole last week. I just wasn't sleeping very well. I wasn't doing like my normal meal prep. We had Thanksgiving dinner. It was kind of just super crazy and busy. And yeah, I just had a super, oh my God. Can you tell? Whenever you don't see me on Instagram, I'm having an emo week. We honestly just had a lot going on. And it was just, honestly, it was just really busy. I was just trying to keep my head above water, I suppose. But throughout the last week, we actually have some fun little home updates, and I kind of wanted to show you guys a few things that have come in and that we've been plucking around on, putting together and setting up to try and make the darkness of fall and winter feel less sad, and putting together some of these areas in the house. So bear with me. I've just turned on all the little lights to try and get some more light in here. But let's go through and I'll show you some of the little home updates that we've been doing. We've got to start in the kitchen because I did mention this in that last little vlog. I included a little blip of me putting it together. Honestly, I had filmed it as a reel and then I didn't end up liking it. I was like, this feels lame. I should have just posted it, but I didn't, and that's fine. Anyway, the kitchen prior to this moment has just had empty counters. I've had nothing sitting on here, no decor, nada. It has just sat empty and I don't know why. And I decided to go around the house and, you know, try not to buy anything else. I have obviously picked up a few pieces, but I wanted to see like what I had in the house that I could just fill in. And I've had this tray since the beginning of time. I bought this in 2017 from a little store called Parliament here in Vancouver. And it's super big and it takes up a lot of space, but it just makes this little like utensil oil salt corner look a little bit cuter. And then I took a little candle and put it here. This is a jug that I bought from Le Creuset as part of my set like a long time ago, and I just had this like other sterile marble little holder that I think I bought at HomeSense, but I was like, this is so cute, and the little creaminess matches everything else, and so that looks nice. Our friend Martin actually made us this cutting board, which is so sweet. And I just thought, well, that's cute. I had basically gone on Pinterest and looked at a few images of just countertop decor. Like, how are people decorating this kind of stuff? And a lot of people just had like their more fancy cutting boards leaned against the wall, and I was like, yeah, let me just hide that outlet. So this looks so much cuter. I put our little bowl of fruit here. So nice. This is a little marble board that our friend Serge and Meg got us too. That was our housewarming gift, which is very sweet. And then paper towel holder. But that, honestly guys, it's so silly and it seems so small, but just adding those little bits of decor on this corner made such a difference. It makes it feel like it's put together, even if it's not like it's in its final form. And then I also got a little pearl plant to be dangling on this shelf, because this shelf has kind of always been a little question mark for me. I truly put like the things that we use here, but I just added a little plant. Will it survive there? I don't know. I could always replace it with one of the fake ones that I have. But anyway, that's our new and improved little corner, a little bedazzlement. Then our giant dish soap has bothered me always. And if I'm ever like filming in this corner, I always just move everything off, like the sponges, the cloths, the dish soap, what have you. And I finally was like, why don't I just buy a dish soap holder? And I just bought this on Amazon. Put our dish soap in it, and it's actually handy because the dish soap is darker, and then I finally ditched our broken pumped hand soap, okay? And just got another one, and the hand soap is lighter. So dish soap, hand soap. This looks so much cuter on the counter. Silly little things, but it's not silly because it makes my mood better. So therefore, it's worth it. Onto this little corner. We're just gonna ignore this little pile of things here because I wanted to show you what I ended up doing with our cutie little candle. Now this was a very fancy candle. This was Dan's Christmas gift one year because he loves this Santal candle. And I've had this empty jar sitting in our little front den, my little office, forever. I literally had it up on a shelf, and while I was putzing around and trying to find things to decorate with, I was like, you know what, I love this so much. I love the concrete, love the vibe. And so I had brought it out here and put it on a stack of books. Then we ended up moving those books over there, and I grabbed some of my cookbooks and put them here, and I thought, why don't I plant something in here? So I planted some rosemary. Are you kidding me? Like, and I literally chopped this rosemary off and used it in my Thanksgiving cooking, and I was so happy. But putting this here has brought so much life, like adding plants and living things to your counters. Wow. We actually have another little fruit bowl sitting here, but sometimes depending on what I'm kind of meal prepping or cooking that week, I have a little bowl of my fresh herbs. So if I go and buy cilantro and chives and green onions and whatever, sometimes I'll just fill up a bowl of water and put all of those in it and have them sitting out on the counter. I don't have any of that right now, but that's usually what that would be. But wow, having a little spritz of green here, what a thrill, what a joy. Oh, I forgot. Now this is one thing that's actually been living in here for the last little week or so since I bought it. I did buy these on Amazon. I bought this pot, and then I bought these fake flowers, and I just organized them in such a way. I don't care if they're fake. I don't care if it's ridiculous, but this little clay pot and these little fake flowers, they're so cute. And I look at it and it just makes me happy. It makes me feel like Dr. Seuss vibes. I don't know. But I've actually had this living here for the last little week. Sorry, I totally just left that and forgot, but that is very, very cute. But with what we did on the dining table, I've actually been testing it out on the dining table, but we'll get over there. Okay, as you guys know, this is the new dining table that we got. Oh, I love her so much. It's been bringing me so much joy. And I have to talk to you about the gorgeous cabinet that's behind me. And this last week, we had bought this gorgeous floral arrangement. I got it from Celsia Flowers, but it's definitely on its way out. It's starting to dry up and look a little drab, which is so sad. But I was also scared because in between, like, I've been obviously watering it and trying to keep it alive, but I was really scared that I was going to get a little ring on the table. So I had it sitting on some books, but we're actually having some people over this weekend for brunch, and I had got these little placemats. I got the placemats and the napkins from Urban Barn, and then these little straw mats are from IKEA. And when I had set it all out, it didn't fit with the books. So that's what came to my little switcheroo. So I was like, okay, hold on, let's just see what it looks like. Here's the little clay pot and the fake flowers. And it kind of all just goes together. It's very nice. The colors are very pleasing to me. So I was like, well, if I wanted to save on not buying fresh flowers, or, you know, I don't always have fresh flowers in the building, that also looks very cute there. But then when I put it there, the counter looks less happy. So I'm a little bit torn. But anyway. So then behind the table we have our newest addition, and it's so much better than we thought it was gonna be. And I have to just tell you a few little thoughts. So before we got the marble table, we had our giant wooden table, which I talked about in a previous video. We had the big wood table from Article, and then we had the matching sideboard. And that's what we've had in our place. That's what we initially decorated it with. And then for a multitude of reasons, we decided to part ways with the table and the sideboard. Wanted to get some more gorgeous stone, wanted to get the table that I've always wanted. And then, yeah, the wood sideboard just really didn't go. So we sold them both on Facebook Marketplace, bless. And then we've kind of been super indecisive about what we wanted to do actually inside this arch. So we definitely want to get rid of the TV here. This does not need to be here. I imagine some kind of like painted wall. Perhaps we paint the arch and the wall in here to make it a little bit more of a statement. Maybe like a cute little actual personal gallery wall is kind of what we're thinking in here, but we figured that the TV could live here in the meantime, and we just get the sideboard. So we looked at so many different options, and Dan's actually super knowledgeable when it comes to like mid-century modern designers, artists. Like, he's very tapped into that world. He is my creative, artistic darling. And he's such a huge fan of the USM Holler cabinets, which technically we could buy. We are able to buy them, but it's very, very expensive. And we found this very, very similar gorgeous dupe. We got this on Wayfair, and we love the beige color, and it's so beautiful. It was still actually quite a bit of a spend, and we spent the almost entirety of yesterday actually putting this together. And I can hardly say we, because Dan really took initiative and did most of the heavy lifting for this. But wow, like the quality is actually insane, and the way it came and was packaged and presented was like, wow, this is very impressive. What we love about this is similar to our couch, that it's modular, and if we ever move it around, change it, we can always adjust it, add to it, take it away. It's very malleable, and we can kind of use it in whatever space if we don't end up keeping it in here. So we love that option. You can also switch out the colors, which is so cool. It's just very adjustable, very modular, and can be used elsewhere. But for now, oh my gosh, like the colors just melt into the colors so well with the table. It's so cute. We took a few of our other books and things and decor and just added it here. This is another fake floral bouquet. And then this is a cute little candle holder that had come in our Dior advent calendar. So fancy, so nice. So yeah, we literally just put this together yesterday. So happy that it fits the space. I think in an ideal scenario, we'd have, I'm actually gonna put the image from my Pinterest board, because this is like the dream of what we would have in this little archway. But again, I just feel like we've had so much ongoing construction in the years since we moved in. Like literally, first year was dedicated to finishing the basement. The second year we had so much construction going on outside and the beautiful landscaping. And then this last year has been the fireplace in the bathroom, and we're just like, tired. I don't know if I'm ready to embark on another construction journey, but if we were to do something, that little built-in would be so beautiful here. So we're kind of torn. Would love to hear your thoughts, actually, if you guys think we should move forward and like build something in here, or do you just love our new little cabinet because she's so pretty and so cute and perfect. We put it in and we were like, oh, this is what we've been missing. This is so good. So yeah, we might do a little paint, little gallery wall. These little paintings I've had since my 2017 apartment in Vancouver. They just keep living. It's not gonna stay here, but again, we were just kind of fiddling around with what we had. So here's the update in the kitchen. It finally, it's like so, oh, it's so much happier in here. It feels like just more put together, and it just, oh. So then in the living room, I think I showed you guys this in the last vlog, but we've just been plopping some of our bits and bobs. Like truly all of these things were pretty much just sitting in the den on various shelves, and we just had so many random little bits that we could use to decorate, which I'm so happy about. And then Dan actually, again, like I said, guys, he's so tapped into this world and is always finding like cool, funky things and designers, and he's a big sneakerhead, and he's a really creative dude. I wish he would let more of his beautiful brain show. But anyway, he had bought us this cute little oh no, Dan, you'll just have to insert it. But he had designed this cool little book stand, this funky designer man's, and Dan bought it for us to put on here, since we're seemingly adding so much more chrome and silvery things into our life, and put a little book here. This is actually our tennis book, tennis court. which I really actually like the cover of that. I want that displayed more than the inside. But anyway, we have that. And then we have this cutie little resin ashtray that we'd actually got from our friends Ellie and Jay. And they had Ellie Mae Studios, if anyone remembers. And this was one of the beautiful pieces that they carried at their studio. And we don't smoke. We don't partake in any of the flamed goods. But we have been stealing all of our little fun matchbooks from various events in our travels, and that's like a thing so many people are doing these days. So we have our OG Ellie Mae lighter. Some of our friends' weddings in here. It's so cute. Carbone, LOL, have to. Aw, Taylor and Adam's wedding too. So cute. Just various little memories in there, which is very nice. And then, oh, sorry, my face is so itchy. Nothing else new to report in the living room, but we have exciting news in the bedroom. I just got distracted on my way upstairs because a package came in. Dan and I got matching sweaters from Suzanne. It's a men's sweater, but the colors are amazing. It doesn't get more fall than this, and I love to match. Had to have a little try on of that, but welcome upstairs. The sun is peeking through the clouds right now. The timing could not be more perfect, but you guys, it's official. We have had a bed delivered. Zan, 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 zan. Say hello to the new bed. She's brown and she's fuzzy. We didn't really go all that different in terms of style of bed. We just used to have like a rather bluey toned, cool toned gray bed, and we decided to go warm and fuzzy. Honestly, we've been sleeping between our spare bedroom and our mattress on the floor since January, so just having a bed back in here feels so very good, and we love the color. Now we're gonna be deciding the rest of the things, so I know it's slow. The progress is slow, but we're deciding on whether or not we want to paint this main wall, have a little feature wall. We're gonna do drapes at some point to have some nice long lush curtains in here. We'll be switching up the side tables, and then we need to figure out what art is going to go on top of the bed. Now just ignore the bedding for now. Actually, well, maybe you guys can help, but we're loving the whole like Scandinavian style of sleeping where you each have your own blanket, so that's why we have it like this, but it just never looks as like nice when you do your bed and try to make it pretty. So like the function is amazing. Love having our own little duvets. We bought these green striped sheets in that last vlog at IKEA, put them on the bed, and we were like, oh no, grave mistake. It does not look as we wanted it to. So I think we're gonna get some like brown sheets to match. Brown sheets, and then this cream I think will be nice, just going for more warm and cozy vibes. Now where I'd love your help is on the art front in the meantime, because I'd like to either hang one painting or two paintings. The two paintings that I have here are also from my same apartment from 2017. Those of you who have watched my channel for many years will recognize these. They were in the background of many a video. So like something like this, except obviously hung up higher. I feel like that's nice. That's a cute, cool kind of funky vibe. And then we could potentially get like black side tables. Maybe have some fun like creamy or pinky lamps. That'd be cool to mix with the colors in there, and that would be nice and soft. Or we could do like one painting, one kind of green thing. I just love to use the things that we already have. Like I love these little paintings. They make me feel happy looking at them. But obviously we could get something else and switch it up. But this is kind of what we're working with. Either way, we have a bed now and I'm so happy. Anyway, I need to get ready for the day. Holy, I need to put my little makeup on. I keep getting glimpses of myself, and this is why we put effort into making ourselves feel fabulous before we turn the camera on. Okay. I'm just gonna do my quick usual makeup. I have to tell you guys, I am honest with you with my journey here when it comes to things I get done in skincare and stuff, and let me tell you, today it's just one of those days. Maybe that's why it's been a dreary week. It's been cold and dark, and my Botox is suddenly gone. If you get Botox or you do anything similar, you know the feeling. There's just suddenly a day that comes where you're like, oh, it's gone. That is me now. Suddenly my eyebrows have drooped and I have full motion and ability back in my eyebrows. And listen, I love to have movement. It's nice. I love having full expressions. That's great. I also don't get too much Botox where all of my expression leaves the building, but holy, yeah, there's just like my eyebrows just hang low and you're like, oh, baby, come back. Just makes me look tired, but that's okay. We'll do some bronzer in the meantime. It'll make us feel warm and happy. Now that I'm actually sitting here staring at the sweater, I feel like maybe I should return it and get a small. Here's the thing. I love a lot of men's clothing. I love how a lot of men's clothing fits because it's nice and like baggy and oversized, and usually where women's stuff is like quite tailored and tapered and tight at the waist, men's can have like a nice boxy fit, which I love, especially for my oversized things like t-shirts and sweaters and whatnot. But this one actually, let me actually show you. Sorry. It's a very, very long sweater, so I would tuck that in anyway. But then there's almost this like, it's not like fully boxy, it's still kind of tapered at the waist, and then it's really big here. It's almost like two horns sticking out on the shoulders. It kind of looks like I'm wearing like a football uniform, and I'm sad because I really love the colors, but I feel like actually maybe this isn't for me. Please do kindly let me know your thoughts. I could get a small. This is a size large. We got large and medium. The medium actually fits Dan really nicely. I was hoping that the large would be a little bit more boxy, but maybe I either get a small or I just don't at all. But the colors are so fun. Let me know, please. Another thing that I did this week, I was continuing my little series that I've been doing with Revolve, which was so nice. Honestly, I was so thrilled that they came back and asked for me to stay and continue filming videos for their YouTube channel, which is so fun. And I'm basically doing like beauty videos on there using products from Revolve Beauty, and I'll test out some new things, use some old favorites, what have you. And I got a couple more colors of this Manassi 7 blush, and it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, the colors are so great. They're just like the perfect cool toned kind of earthy vibes that you know we love over here. These are the two new blushes that I got in. This is the one I just put on. It's Chatoyer. It's just their multi-cream. I said the exact same thing in the Revolve video. I don't know if they'll include it, but I'm like, I need to look this up. I need to look up Manassi 7. I'm gonna do that instantly when I go downstairs because I have no idea where this brand came from, no idea where they're from. They're so pretty. The blush colors are like perfect. Exactly what we want. Anywho's, I also wanted to chat with you guys about that. Speaking of, I brought this up earlier, but I wanted to have a chat with you about it and just kind of have a little moment to respond to all of your lovely comments on that previous video that I'd posted talking about, like, I did a 30 days of fabulous challenge, and so many of your comments were really incredible on that video, and there was a lot of uplifting love in there, and it was so great to see how many of you had kind of been coming along with me to feel fabulous and try and make every day feel a little bit extra special and more fun. And a few comments obviously brought up a few interesting points, and a few of them I just feel like I'm not the person to like fully extrapolate and expand on these topics, especially if we're just having like a one-sided conversation. Like I would love nothing more than to like fully dive into this and talk more about it, but for the most part, getting ready every day is definitely not a way to like hide from the world. It's simply little things that we can do to make ourselves feel better and to show up for ourselves and to feel amazing and kind of play a little bit of pretend, like dress up for the person that we want to be. And that was kind of my only point that I wanted to make, and also saying that whatever I do isn't necessarily going to be the roadmap for every single person to follow. Everyone has their own workplaces and environments and boundaries that they need to work within, and obviously like I am filming myself on the internet and my job is entertainment, and I need to show up and I need to kind of on a daily basis like be my own hype person. I have to be self-motivated. I have to speak myself into a place where I am able to present myself to the internet and online world and kind of be prepared for that battle, because sometimes it brings on some battles. So for me, as silly and vain as it all seemed, which is where this whole thing started from, like, yes, in order for me to be in a peppy mood, be able to come on here and film myself, record myself by myself, and try and be entertaining and show up for you, show up for my family and my friends and my partner, what are some things that I can do? And a huge part of that is self-confidence. It takes a lot of confidence to film yourself and post yourself and be present online. And for me, feeling confident, I feel better when I do my hair. I feel better when I do my makeup. I feel better when I am being active and keeping up with my routines and all those things. And so obviously, like, so many people were letting us know so lovely all the different ways that they make themselves feel more fabulous every day. And not all of it has to do with like clothing and makeup and the silly little frilly things. Like, there's so many other ways that you can show little acts of care or acts of service or acts of love for yourself and people in your community to make yourself feel like you are worthy. And add confidence to your life and add some more positive feelings. And so what I wanted to say is I'd actually love for you guys, if you have any kind of non-physical related ways that you feel fabulous every day, I think it would be really fun to not to say that I'm going to do another challenge, but kind of like that video I filmed where it was like testing the world's most optimal morning routine, or I don't even remember what I titled it. Just testing out like other people's morning routines and how that felt. Like I'd love to test other ways that we can feel fabulous. And especially even this last week where I like physically wasn't feeling so great. I was actually kind of feeling down in the dumps. Like some things that I love to do are just get outside, get fresh air, go on a lovely brisk walk. And I say this every time, but there's nothing like nature, Mother Nature, the vast, beautiful, giant mystery that Mother Nature is. When you step out into her, it just makes all of your problems seem very small. Sorry, there is a hair attacking me. Oh man. Yeah, so getting out in nature always makes me feel so much better. That plus just general movement. Like I feel so much better once I get my workout done. I feel so much better once I physically move my body. Like your feelings are your feelings, but your physical body still needs to be moved. You still feel better for it. Obviously, if you're sick and whatever else, you have to do whatever you need on that day. But for me, if I get up and like go for a walk, I always feel better. If I get up and do my workout, always feel better for it. Playing fabulous happy music instead of playing sad music and sitting and soaking into my feels and continuing that train always makes me feel better. Practicing like positive self-talk, speaking out loud the things that I want in life, what are things that I can do to be more positive, happy things. I always say like you are what you eat, but also what I'm realizing is you are what you speak. You are what you speak. And that has become more and more evident in my life recently. I have a lot of negative self-talk. It's something that I'm consistently working on. Got very sarcastic, dark, self-deprecating humor, and that's always what instantly comes to my brain. But I'm trying to switch that. I'm trying to switch around the things that I say because, you know, they talk about the power of manifestation and speaking your reality and all of that good stuff. And I'm like, all right, let's have some more positive self-talk, okay? The other thing, acts of service. Pay it forward. Go do something nice for someone else. One of my elective courses in university was a philosophy class, and we would learn about a topic during the lecture, and then we'd have the tutorial. And that was on another day, and we'd all be split into two halves, and we'd have to argue that point. Like good and evil, good and bad, morality, and just like so many fun things. And one of the things that we discussed was how everything is inherently selfish. And it's always been something I've thought about ever since. And I don't remember who the philosopher was or what the actual writing was, but someone had said like there's no such thing as a truly selfless act. And that philosopher was arguing that because when you do something for someone else, when you do an act of service or help someone or do someone a favor or pay it forward, whatever that may be, no matter what, you are getting endorphins. You are feeling good for helping someone. So he was like, there's no such thing as a selfless act because doing things for other people makes you feel so good. And so I always just think that's funny, and that's where my brain automatically goes to. It was that one day long ago in university where we were arguing that point, and it was so funny. And I'm saying that because it's true. When you do things for other people, when you help someone, do a favor, pay it forward, you feel so good for that. And if you're able to help people in more ways than one, incredible, amazing. Do something to brighten someone else's day, it's automatically gonna brighten your day. And then obviously what I've kind of been focused on in the last little while, just the last couple weeks, is just setting up my environment, because I work from home. How you feel in your environment and your space is so important. And what are little things that you can do to make that brighter and happier? And again, it's just, life is so short. Why wouldn't we do all these fun little things to just make every day better? It's just one of those little perspective shifts where you're like, oh, life is so short. We only have so many days. What can I do each day to just make it the best that I can? And obviously we're gonna have sad days. We're gonna have bad days. Life can be crazy and life can be super unfair sometimes. But I think if we can all just actively try to be a more positive person in any given moment, why not? Why not? And that's all I was trying to get at. And I know everyone can kind of offer their different opinions and different scenarios and be like, oh, but this and this and this. And I get it. It's just simply a practice that I've decided to embark on because I can get so low so easily in here for no reason. I just think too much. I have too many thoughts. So anyway, with all that being said, I'd love to have that conversation, continue that conversation. If you guys have any of those little ways, any bits of your day, any things that you say, do, act, add to your life, take out of your life, things that make you feel more fabulous and more positive, things that you do to romanticize your life, all of that. I would love to hear from you because I think it would be fun to kind of really practice that and film a few fun things surrounding that going into the winter, especially as the days get long and dark and very, very cold. We could all use an extra pep in our step in the winter. So yeah, I want to hear from you. Please let me know. Hi. Hi. Ah, look at that. A bed in the background. How nice is that? Good morning. It's Saturday morning and I totally left you yesterday, but we got a very busy morning. Dan and I went and played tennis. We went to the gym early so we could make it home in time to set up brunch because we're hosting a little brunch this morning, which is one of my favorite things to do. I love making, eating, hosting, all things brunch. Love going for brunch. Yeah, it's my ideal situation, truly. So I just thought I'd say hello because everyone's about to get here and we just finished setting everything up and it's looking clean and delicious downstairs. I made some bacon and made some homemade turkey sausage patties. I can't wait to dive in because I'm starving. I have not eaten breakfast yet this morning because we're about to have a feast, but oh, I need food. I need food and I need a protein coffee in me immediately. Also, my fake tan is starting to peel off my neck, which is really, really unfortunate, but yeah, let's go. Let's go eat some grub. Oh, it was just pouring rain at home. This is just exceptionally gorgeous. I'm thrilled. Anyway, hello, happy day. It's Sunday. We had so much fun with our little brunch yesterday, and it's one of those things where you're kind of preparing and prepping, getting the house together, cleaning all morning, and then like I love a day brunch because I feel like the sweet, beautiful hours just go by and you have good chats and good times, and then by the time everyone leaves and you clean up, you're like, well, all right, that's the day. Clean up and go to bed. But today's very exciting because I'm hosting another recovery day for the people who are doing the program. And we did this the last time. We did it in the spring. And we're very excited because this time actually we're doing a lot more locations and a lot more different days and trying to spread it out to the people. And just a little recap for those who don't know, we're doing the program. We're running an 8-week challenge with my trainer, Dawn. And for those who signed up, you're doing the thing, doing the workouts, doing daily, weekly, and monthly requirements and to-do lists. It can be very sore. It's a lot. It's a big lifestyle shift, and so we just thought it would be fun to offer some little relaxing, stretching, recovery days in between to soothe the sore muscles, and it's super fun. So in the spring, we did a couple of classes at Jaybird. Today, we are testing out a lovely yoga studio that's in a new building here, and actually, I haven't been. We're about to go and walk in and check it out. I'm really hoping that it's good and okay, but it's in this huge new building that they've built in Vancouver. It's inside the new Evolve gym. And I mean, it looks good. They were so great. Very kind to have booked this last minute for us, actually, because we had a previous cancellation. So it was a little stressful this week setting this up. But yeah, very excited because we're doing this one in Vancouver. And then we have a few more that we're doing. So for anyone who's doing the program, just know to check the Facebook notifications because we're doing one in Edmonton and Calgary. We're doing one in Toronto. We're doing one in LA. And maybe New York. New York isn't 100% confirmed yet. We need to check our calendar and make sure we can squeeze it in. But yeah, exciting times. So today, that's what we're doing. Gonna go host a little recovery day, a little stretchy yoga class and get some good, relaxing, heated vibes. I did a little makeup look. Will I probably sweat the entirety of it off? Yes, but that's okay. On our way, we have also picked up the donuts. We also did this in the spring. Needed a few more. We got Bloom Donuts, but they've now rebranded to Dabble. How cute is that? The protein donuts are absolutely delicious. Very program friendly for a little sweet treat. And they're also a local company from BC. And they're so good. Picked up a couple different flavors and we'll just have some donuts for the people at the little class. So that's where we're headed. And you know, just what a treat coming downtown and seeing succulent sunshine. We might just have to go for a little walk after. So he's dropping me off and I'm gonna go frolic and let's go see the people, the program people. Yoga recap. We're home. Look at Meryl's having her really cute cuddle moment. She's just, I sit on the couch, she follows me and does this. Is she petting herself to signal me to pet her? Oh, Meryl. Listen, y'all, that was a relaxing little yoga session. It was yin yoga, which is not something that I'm not like super into it, but that's just because I get bored very easily in the yin yoga. I didn't realize that you do like a stretch and then you sit and hold it for 2 or 3 minutes. So I was like, okay. But the meditation calmness that puts you in is really wow. Our instructor Ruby was, you know, she just had the softest ASMR voice. It's just like putting me to sleep. And she's doing the little sound bath bowl, and it was like, wow, wow, wow. And 'twas a magical, relaxing moment. But now it's 6 p.m., it's dark outside, and I'm ready for bed. But I positively love doing this. I love getting to spend time with you guys, IRL. So to the program fam who rolled out today, thank you so much. Shout out to Pearl, who drove up from Seattle. That was so, so nice, so sweet. And to everyone who made it out. Truly, what a joy, what a thrill. And we all just got to have a couple donuts after, and it was just so nice, so lovely. And we have so many more coming up. We have so many more fun little recovery days planned, and it's just a fun thing that we get to do, and just nice. I wish I could do it everywhere. I wish, truly. It made me think, actually, Dan, you know, I was actually having this thought where we could do more of these things, even just when we travel in general. Oh, she said mosquito. Even if we're not like running the program, it'd be fun to just be like, hey, let's go stretch it out together. Let's go hawk or walk together. Like, that's cute. I'm down to do more of that if you guys are down for that. I just get a little bit nervous with the logistics of planning bigger events because I don't feel like I have the skills to facilitate such things. But there's nothing wrong with a little walk. Like the next time we're in New York, we can just be like, hey guys, let's go for a morning hawk or walk together. That'd be so cute. I'd be so down. So nice. Anyway, yeah, we just got home. I'm literally still in my jacket. And now I'm just, yeah, I'm so sleepy. The sun sets so early now. I'm like, I'm ready for bed. So we're just going to sit here and pluck away. Have some Meryl cuddles for a little while. And I'm going to go wash up and I'm going to tuck back into my sweet little reading glasses and my Dan Brown book. Last night, I get sad because like this is the first book that I've like been into in a while. It's been quite a long time since I've picked up a book and been enthralled. His books are quite repetitive in the style, but they always grip me, and I'm always waiting to see what the cliffhangers are going to be. So I'm very much into it right now, but I've also been so sleepy the last couple nights where I'm not needing to like wind down and fall asleep. Like last night, I literally put the book and my silly little reading glasses like on the pillow on me with the intention of putting them on, and like I hit the pillow and was asleep. Like I didn't even put my earplugs in, eye mask, nothing. It was all just beside me, and I woke up this morning with my book still on my belly. Like I didn't even open it, and I'm like, no, I want to know what happens. I want to read it, but when we're going to bed, I'm so tired. Yeah, Meryl agrees. So hopefully we'll get some reading time tonight, but I'm gonna love you and leave you this evening, friends. Good night. Oh, I totally forgot to say that we went for dinner with Grampy after. I know Grampy and his beautiful funny t-shirts haven't made an appearance in quite a long time, so apologies, Grampy. So good to have you back home. He's been away. He's been traveling for a while, so it was very nice. Had some dinner with the fam, and then we headed back, and here we are. Going to love you and leave you here, my friends. Gute Nacht. Thanks for hanging out with me this weekend, and we'll see you all very, very soon for a new video. Bye!